PhantomStar.com, Twitter, YouTube, Podomatic, and iTunes. This is brought to you by Lou Crate and Tweaked Audio. Now it's time for the Guys Night Podcast!
Step in the theater, and what do you find? So many movies, not enough time. Action, thriller, horror, comedy, even foreign documentaries. There's always something out there new to review. We try to step it up with a G and crew. Better prepare, welcome to Step in the theater, what will you find? So many movies, not enough time. Action, horror, thriller, comedy, foreign documentaries. Welcome to Guys Night. Guys Night.
Alright, so we just got out of Kong Skull Island starring Tom Hiddleston.
Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, Jin Tien, Toby Kebbell, Corey Hawkins, John Ortiz, and John C. Reilly.
So the movie itself takes place in 1973 with Kong and a group of adventurers, basically embarking onto Skull Island because they want proof that there's actually creatures out there and that this is the uncharted territory. So then we get into our adventure movie. Now, overall, I feel like Kong Skull Island is a B movie at most, but it's an entertaining B movie. I put it on the ranks. It reminded me really of like Jurassic Park 3, like that vibe of it, where it's like, it's fun, it's entertaining, but at the end of the day, it's still like not exactly your Oscar-worthy picture. Special effects are great. John C. Reilly had his moments where he was funny, but overall, I was just entertained the entire ride through. You also have Samuel L. Jackson. I love how you have one group that actually goes to embark for Kong and try and attack him, and the other group that is introducing with the natives and everything. And a little side note is that both Dr. Dre and Eazy-E are both in here, and Eazy-E didn't die of AIDS.
Neither of them did.
No, neither of them died. So overall, I'm gonna give it a solid 3 out of 4 stars.
I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the cast. I enjoyed Tom Hiddleston's character at the beginning because he's basically the tracker for the group. I enjoyed John C. Reilly's character because at the beginning you get to see his character get stranded on the island, and he was fighting in World War I, and he gets stuck there with another guy on the opposition side, and they become friends. And it's I kind of like that, seeing when you're desperate, you kind of have to do what you have to do, and becoming friends with someone that was your enemy at one point in time was really sweet for that. But I enjoyed Kong, and I'm glad he's big this time instead of he's been portrayed in past movies as smaller, because this movie kind of sets up the next few movies that we're gonna have in this kaiju type war that we're gonna have. So it's a 3 out of 4 for me, and go see it.
Okay, so I very much enjoyed it. Not a 4 out of 4. I'd probably give it a 3.5. I love the cast. That was one of my favorite parts. Dr. Dre and Eazy-E, like Jared said. I love John C. Reilly. He basically stole the movie from Tom Hiddleston, in my opinion. He was pretty... I know Rich Charles will get mad at me. I thought he was pretty lame, Tom Hiddleston. The guy from Project X was in it, the white kid. I don't know his name. I loved all the creatures, especially like the ones you didn't know were going to be in the movie, like the giant spider, that big moose thing. I wish they went more into that and showed the giant ants. It was mainly just these skull crawler things, which were pretty cool looking. And of course Kong, he's bigger, badder this time. And stay for after the credits. If you didn't like this movie, that'll change your mind after the credits. I wish it went a little bit longer because we were talking about, the last Kong was 3 hours long, and the battle with the T-Rexes was epic, but all in all, I enjoyed it. I give it a 3.5.
I give it a good score because it kind of took me back to when I was a kid. I mean, I watched all the Godzilla movies growing up, the black and whites, the color, the Mechagodzilla, and everything. It kind of had the same feel, you were rooting for Kong to kick the other monster's ass and everything like that. It was just fun overall movie. While it's not like a big blockbuster or a heavy hitter, I doubt it's going to make a lot of money, it still was a good movie. I would definitely recommend seeing it or even buying it on DVD or Blu-ray. Overall, though, it was a good movie. It kind of like a duality of the worst things of mankind in general. Because there's scenes where like you have the army people and they're just like showing the worst of humanity, and then you have the other group who are like scientists and explorers, and they show the best parts of humanity, acceptance that we can have. So overall, I think it was a great movie. I give it a 3.5 out of 4.
Well, we just got done Kong, and I kind of have to agree with Jared. It's kind of like a B movie almost. You know, it's perfect for being a popcorn film. One thing about giant monster movies is that it's a missed commodity. You hit or miss with it. You know, we had Godzilla, which was but this one here is a little bit better. I'm pretty pleased with it. You know, I'm agreeing with Ryan on the whole cast. It kind of was, you know, a mixture of fun and action. You know, you can't go wrong with Samuel L. Jackson calling someone a bitch somewhere in the movie. So, all in all, it wasn't bad, it wasn't great, but I would have to give it a 3 out of 5.
He's out.
Out of 5.
Yeah, that's how it is.